Today we're talking about magnesium glycinate, one of the best kept secrets for lowering blood pressure naturally. If you want to bring your numbers down without adding more medication, you have to understand how this simple mineral works in your body. Most people don't, and that's why they miss out. Here's the truth that may surprise you. Magnesium isn't just another supplement on the shelf. The right form of magnesium can relax your blood vessels, calm your nervous system, and shift your blood pressure in the right direction. The secret is simple. It's not just about taking magnesium, it's about taking the right kind of magnesium. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you why magnesium glycinate is different than other forms of magnesium and how to use magglycinate to lower blood pressure naturally. I know this works because as a practicing board-certified primary care physician, I've seen magnesium glycinate lower blood pressure in real patients safely, effectively, and naturally. All right, before we dive into the practical steps, let's get crystal clear on why magnesium is so important for blood pressure, because it's probably not for the reason you think. Imagine your arteries as garden hoses. When they're flexible, water flows smoothly. But when they stiffen as they get older, water pressure starts to build up on the inside, and the water doesn't actually escape from the hose as effectively as it used to. Well, magnesium essentially acts as WD-40 for your arteries. It relaxes the smooth muscle lining on the inside walls of arteries. It balances sodium and potassium, sort of like the yin and yang of fluid mechanics, and it keeps your heartbeat steady by helping with electrical signaling. All of these things together help keep your arteries more flexible and therefore lower your blood pressure. Here's the crazy thing about magnesium that will actually blow your mind. 75 to 80% of all adults in the United States don't actually meet their daily magnesium requirements. That means 3 out of every 4 people watching this video right now are magnesium deficient. Why is this the case? Well, our soil is being depleted of this essential mineral. Ultra-processed foods that we consistently consume are stripped away of magnesium, and the combination of stress, caffeine, and alcohol drain magnesium stores even faster. So we know that magnesium is absolutely essential for our body's physiology, but here's the thing that I want you to hone in on. Even if you do eat enough magnesium from food, which we know most people don't, the form or type of magnesium that you take into your body actually makes or breaks if your body can use it effectively. And this is honestly where most people go wrong, because not all magnesium is created equally. The 3 most common forms of magnesium that are sold in the United States as supplements are magnesium oxide, magnesium citrate, and magnesium glycinate. Magnesium oxide is very cheap, but it is poorly absorbed. You swallow 500 milligrams of magnesium oxide, and your body actually only uses a fraction of it. What happens to the rest? Well, it goes out the other end. This is similar to magnesium citrate, even though mag citrate has slightly better absorption overall. But again, your body only uses about 1/3 of what is consumed of the magnesium citrate. Mag citrate and oxide actually act better as laxatives than they do in order to replete magnesium stores. Now, this is where magnesium glycinate really shines, because it's magnesium bound to the amino acid called glycine. Magglycinate has higher absorption rates, much higher than mag citrate and mag oxide. It's much easier to digest and less likely to cause upset stomach, and it helps you relax. Okay, so magglycinate is clearly different, but how much can one supplement actually lower blood pressure? Multiple meta-analyses show that consistent use of magnesium glycinate can lower systolic blood pressure anywhere from 3 to 10 points. The benefits are stronger if you already have hypertension when you start to take magglycinate. You start off magnesium deficient, which we know that 75 to 80% of all of us are, or you constantly live under stress, and let's be honest, that doesn't sound like any of us, right? To put this into perspective, prescription medications such as hydrochlorothiazide as well as amlodipine lower blood pressure by about the same margin of 5 to 10 points systolically. But here's the difference between magglycinate and a prescription medication. Magglycinate has been shown to help improve sleep, reduce stress, and help optimize overall metabolic health. Medications just don't do that. There's a really important point that I want to say here. Magnesium isn't a replacement for a prescription medication if your doctor sees fit to put you on one. However, it can be a potent additive that you can use in supplementation with your prescription medication to help facilitate healthy lifestyles, to lower blood pressure naturally, and hopefully get off that prescription medication in the near future. Now, the cool thing about magnesium glycinate is we haven't even touched on one of the best benefits so far. Mag glycinate doesn't just lower blood pressure on a monitor, but it also rewires how your nervous system handles stress. This is where we really talk about the mind-body connection. Mag glycinate can help dampen overactive NMDA receptors in the brain, which leads to overall less stress and anxiety. It can also help lower cortisol, that fight or flight hormone, and it can help promote deeper, slower brain waves at night, leading to more restorative sleep. All of these things combined can help lower blood pressure naturally. Quick story is I had a patient who had significantly elevated blood pressure, especially in the mornings. She struggled every day when she was tracking her blood pressure to lower it. We kept adding a bit of medication, and one day I told her to take magnesium glycinate. She started with 240 and ended up on 480 milligrams of mag glycinate per night, and her morning blood pressure dropped by about 10 points, and we were able to get her completely off her blood pressure medication. This stuff really works, and it is powerful. So we've seen all of the amazing benefits of magnesium glycinate, but what dose and how much should you actually start taking today in order to see benefits? Talking about dosing first, I would start with 120 milligrams of mag glycinate about 45 minutes to an hour before going to bed, and titrate the dose up weekly if you're not seeing the effects that you want to see. So I'd start with 120 milligrams, then go to 240, then 480, and then up to 600. I would stop at 600 milligrams per night, or at least have a conversation with your doctor before going up that high. Now, the most common question that I receive literally all the time is, which brand of magnesium glycinate supplement do you actually recommend? The reality is not all supplements are created equally. And in fact, there are brands that tell you you're getting a certain amount of magnesium when in fact the actual magnesium you're taking into your body is much lower. That's why the best brand that I recommend and I actually personally use is Thorne's magnesium glycinate. Why I love Thorne products, and no, I'm not sponsored by them in this video, is that they are the only supplement brand that's actually been seen in clinical trials, and they are 100% third-party tested, meaning you actually get the stuff that's on the back of the bottle into your body. If you want to try Thorne's magnesium glycinate for yourself, I'll put a link below. You can get 10% off each order. The last thing I do want to talk about, and it is really important, are some potential side effects of taking magnesium glycinate. In high doses, mag glycinate can cause upset stomach, nausea, and loose stools. Again, I definitely would recommend limiting to 600 milligrams daily. And before you start taking any supplement, please talk to your doctor. Rarely, although I have seen this happen once before, taking too much mag glycinate can lower blood pressure too much to when people start to get symptomatic with being dizzy, lightheaded, and feeling like they're gonna pass out. Mag glycinate in rare circumstances can interfere with certain medications, including certain antibiotics. And finally, if you have significant chronic kidney disease, you may not want to start taking a lot of magnesium glycinate all at once. Now, if you can't remember everything that we talked about concerning mag glycinate today, that's totally fine. I put together a free resource outlining all of the important information, and you can grab that PDF completely for free in the link below. Now, supplements like magnesium glycinate are fantastic at lowering blood pressure, but the thing is, they're only one piece of the blood pressure puzzle. If you want to know the best exercises to pair with the magnesium glycinate in order to lower blood pressure naturally, I made a video talking about the top 3 exercises to lower blood pressure, and you can check that video out right here.